Hi, Shreyansh. You're not audible.
Right now,
Yeah. So can you just briefly introduce yourself?
so my name is Shreyansh. I'm a sophomore in civil engineering department. Uh, I'm not into books, creative drawing and stuff. Play badminton a bit, and sometimes frisbee as well. And recently started going to the gym as
Recently started going to gym.
well.
Nice. Uh, okay. Can you tell me about the projects which you have done in IIT Bombay?
Like some of the
Like
tech
whatever you
projects.
mentioned in your resume.
Uh, some of my tech projects include most of my tech projects and the other projects are learning projects which were taken under course in the clubs. So the first tech one I mentioned is SOQ accountability. The second one was advanced algorithms for CP by MVP Club. There was an algorithm made under code course as well, and now Accelerate and Makerspace bot. These are the tech projects for
Shreyansh, can you change your mic? You are not very clear on your audio.
uh, this. This better?
Yes, this one.
Yeah. So where do I begin at? Where
Yeah,
do you?
just uh, go through it again.
Yeah. So, so for uh, so that's my not projects included data analysis through Python, uh, uh, evaluation of a firm, financial evaluation of a firm, and uh, I had two courses under learner space, one including fundamentals of finance, and the other was strategic development through game theory. And that experience around 10 or 9 projects.
Okay, so what did you did in Summer of Quant?
Like the first week, we had been given a huge stuff of probability and stuff. So I couldn't grasp much of it, but I tried my best to get familiar with the concepts, and then things like financial derivatives, financial fundamentals, um, time series analysis, etc. Like, I couldn't understand all of them very well, but I tried my best nonetheless. Now, at the last, we were given code, so I thought of the indicators, how we should use them. I thought of a pretty good strategy, and I couldn't code most of it, so with help with AI, and I wrote the code.
Got it. So what was your strategy? What three indicators did you choose?
I chose a few momentum indicators, and um, I don't really remember what they're called. I chose ADX as well, and sort of like implemented one of the things and then backtested and implemented other thing and backtested, and in the end what I got like that.
And what are some of the financial terms you know after doing SAP?
Options, um, uh, bonds, um, futures, and other similar stuff, many other derivatives.
Can you explain how options work?
um, an option is not an obligation, but you have a chance to purchase or sell a derivative, and they are categorized into four things. It depends upon whether you are relying on the stock to rise or fall, and in those cases, whether you are buying or selling the stock. So that contributes to four options
So, do you know about call and put?
in the call and put. Long call, long put. Sure. Yeah.
What did you do in advanced algorithms for CP?
Like initially, we were given the material to read. So I skimmed through various stuff on the internet about um, trees, etc. Um, I couldn't complete most of the algorithms. I did a bit of algorithms, but I couldn't complete most of them at the end because they got way too complicated. But that wasn't really required for the project as well. We just had to uh,
So, which algorithms did you complete it?
like I completed a few earlier ones like extras and mm, there was moves in a tree. That was my final algorithm. I searched about it on the internet and explained it well. Like the SOS it had a huge syllabus and they didn't help us afterwards, so we did good.
Can you explain me the extra now?
So it's like Dijkstra's algorithm has various points in um, various
Can you
data
share a
points.
screen first? Yeah, share your entire screen.
Mhm. Where it's just like
हाँ सर आज
um,
क्या है अरे बहन चो 3 बजे होगा ना शायद ओए डिवाइस का लैब सबमिशन है क्या 3 बजे था अबे हाँ यार अभी इंटरव्यू ले रहा हूँ इंटरव्यू में बैठा हूँ मैं क्वांट के बना लेगा क्या आज 5 अच्छा आ, है यार 9 बजे तक है ठीक है मैं हाँ ठीक है मैं देविक से लेके भेजता हूँ हम्म, ठीक है यस यस
it's like,
हेलो
look,
या
mm, I got it. Do you want me to open this?
नो 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 you were explaining with extra
Mm, Um, how do I? Um,
you want a whiteboard or something just explain me the basic approach the
there are
basic
several
algorithm
data points in Dijkstra's. So like every point is a weight of traveling between them. And if you are at a point, you calculate the weights of several uh, other points which you'll be going through, and you select the shortest. So while going through the end, you mostly know what the minimum weights of every passage are. And if you want to know your path, you do a backtest and you get your original position.
and what data structure do we typically use in implementing like sir
You use graphs,
what data structure like do you use an array or a vector or
graph.
queue okay it's a So basically, we typically use a priority queue to implement Alexa. You can search later on this. Uh, Anything you want, uh, which I should be asking? Any
I,
project which you
I
did?
have a bit of technical experience as well. Um, I've been under Spark for a few months.
Hmm.
So, um, like when I joined the team as a trainee, so we had been made familiarized with all of the icon control stuff. And later on, it sort of progressed into the weather and path planning part. So we did a bit of code using BFS, DFS algorithms, and then we like focus centered on how airships work. We were given various algorithms. Then we picked among those and wrote another algorithm for our ship using weather function as cause data, implementing direction and stuff. And now recently we're almost done extracting the weather data and implementing it into our code for the airship to maneuver.
Okay, so can you explain what are you exactly doing in Spark? What is your role?
The weather and
What have you done till now?
uh, I have a weather and path planning role under electrical controls. So as I said, we were made familiarized with most of the path planning algorithms for an airship. There was a pretty good document we were made to read and uh, visualize stuff. And there was an algorithm, A star, which sort of suits the best for such tasks. And we studied the code and sort of wrote it. Um, and we're using weather we're using weather data from API to be used as obstacles for the code. Like our airship should not go into zones with high velocities, and it should there's headwind and there's tailwind, so it should be with tailwind and avoid headwind as well.
Right. And why does A star does not incorporate this automatically? And you need external more information about weather conditions.
Um,
A star is typically like a Alexa, right?
so I don't repeat your question over here.
I'm saying that A star is typically like a Alexa,
Uh,
right? And A star won't work like to completely do what you want to do, like map every obstacle and all.
mm,
So how exactly are you taking that data, making obstacles, making nodes, and planning to do like how are you actually gonna avoid the obstacles uh, in the code?
there has been made a cost function which takes the obstacles as cost, and now it uses an approach to find the shortest path towards the destination, and summing up it over throughout the code gives us a final.
So basically, you are like giving negative weights to those nodes which you should not visit. Is that right to say?
Yeah, and also he had been trying to uh, use the direction of the wind for our cost function. Like it doesn't really, it's not completely against you, or it's not completely for. Sometimes it could be inclined um, at a relatively off angle that couldn't have been implemented. Right.
Okay, so tell me one instance in which a project was going out of the track and you made it on the track again.
Okay. So for from the last week, um, like, the team lacked a bit of funding right now, so we can't really do a pretty good project for now. But sort of our role didn't involve a bit of that stuff. Uh, but our division sort of had really less motivation for the people to work on the stuff. So I, along with a guy, we sort of tried to complete the code, and we showed up almost every day from the last few days to integrate the weather part into it, because um, no guy knew how that has to be done. The last thing of the obstacle description.
What did you didn't like in your past tech team? What is your ideal next team?
Sorry, what is that?
What did you didn't like in your past tech team? And what is your ideal next tech team which you want to join?
Yeah. Okay. So when first joined the team, I really thought like it is not a very uh, it's not a very big tech team. It does not have a very good reputation. But when I joined it, we thought of very good of the idea that we have to be working on. Then I then we were given various mundane tasks for us to do, and I thought that seemed like a bit of a waste. Also, they expected us to show every time, and um, it wasn't like if you do the what has been given to you and return it to us, so they give a positive feedback. I mean, we should have been given better tasks to do from the very start, and yes, that's it. A good team um, should not waste whatever potential you hold.
And like, what is your ideal next tech team? Uh,
If you
just give me a second. Just give me. Ah, so
idealist
what was your
team,
ideal next tech team? Oh, sorry. Your ideal next tech.
yeah, idealist team, if I am giving my effort and time to it, I need something for it to be worth for giving my time and effort into it. It's like it shouldn't give like mundane tasks to us to do, which could be done very easily. It should focus a lot on learning, and yes, mostly that's it. Good environment.
Okay. When do you get a sound sleep?
You know, that is not sleep. Um, around
Not
sleep.
not the time, but I'm saying like what happens in your day that after the day you get a very good sleep.
Sometimes, if I'm very physically or mentally exhausted,
Mm.
that's the best time. I that's the best way I feel I could sleep. So it would vary depending upon whether I have a quiz or exams. And I just came from an exam, so before that I must have worked a bit, and also that's why I've been going to the gym recently to physically exhaust me to get a pretty good sleep. If not, mentally.
What is the hardest problem you have solved till now, and how did you solve
Mm, I don't think I've paid much attention to.
it? Yeah, give 30 seconds thought to it before answer.
I'm not sure if this is the hardest, but it just came up in my mind. So I'll just describe it. There was a question in Aerodog during G physics. It was like there are two disks. I'm not sure two disks or one disk. There was one disk, and we had to find um, the value of an electric potential around when another similar peripheral object would be kept like this. So this part,
And
that's
apart from academics, what is the hardest problem you have solved? Like it can be anything, like in general, life situation or anything.
um, eh, during my day, like my family's condition was not very well, but not financially, of course, but I don't know, somehow we managed to complete their stuff. I can't realize right now how I had done that before. I'm not very comfortable talking about it right now, but you should think that it wasn't very perfect at that time. This isn't really a problem that I should be proud of solving because things just got fixed overall. But it's that sometimes people are given very harsh environments to work in, and sometimes they are not just manage the stuff and work out, work it out till the end. I hope, um, I hope that's what happens in college. Like whatever life throws at me, fix it towards me.
So tell me a moment where you made a meaningful and a measurable difference, and tell me why it mattered. Like in a situation, uh, it was your actions which made a significant impact in trying to solve the problem. It can be again anything in life in general.
So, a few months ago, there was a competition called Code Wars held by WNCC, which mostly relied upon your strategy of playing Clash Royale. So, I did we did a lot of various stuff, but a strategy failed towards the end, and that's what made me get back into Clash Royale a bit. So, played. And I thought, why not use this? And we sort of came 17th on all of these teams. We just missed the knockouts by 1 or 2 points. That's all I remember for now. It's like it mostly relied upon how much you optimize your elixir and how much you like.
So
It's a good allocation of resources for
what
what do
was
you
your
have.
contribution in that?
Like towards the end, I did most of the stuff. Yeah. So whenever uh, I thought of a strategy, enhance the code, and then whatever happened after the match, I simulated the match, and whatever happened, I saw it, and I thought, why not use this? So I changed it, and I kept doing it again and again. And like if there's an aerial route, we used a aerial targeting route, but it should it should also depend upon whether how much elixir you have. It's mostly resource allocation under uh, strict circumstances.
Uh, did you write about the, did you plan any project which you will do in Quanti if selected?
Yeah, I thought of a thing. It seemed sort of different to me. I'm not sure how you feel. Like it's basically mostly portfolio creation, but it's sort of different. Like and the project I am doing recently a project with some friends of mine, um, equity research competition. So we had to select various stocks and then pick one. Now you analyze its ratios, then you analyze the company, its P&L charts, etc., and its peer comparison, along with the various news and consumer behavior. Now, I thought about it, and how about if it had been implemented, if it had been optimized a bit and automated, that could be done as well. I sort of searched about it on the internet. Now, there are some few things which are sort of unique than the other. Like if you're analyzing the charts from consumer behavior, from various news, from the peer groups. Now, there are some libraries or some APIs that could give you certain results, which could be weighed upon your code to generate results, along with normal PNL and various financial ratios. Right. So we could use momentum indicators as well with these because consumer behaviors tends to stay the same way for quite amount of time. Now, if this code had been done, we could select not just one, but various stocks and analyze them according to their certain weights assigned by us before selecting the stock, the amount of money we put into them, also the final portfolio that we have of all stocks. Yeah. Now, like we could use some numerical methods for generating how much weight we allot to them, um, like if you take a test back upon our historical data with different, like almost similar weights, then you change it a bit. Like through back testing, also we could do as well as numerical methods.
Got it. So basically, your idea revolves around portfolio creation and adjusting weights based on uh, various various fundamental analysis of the stock.
It sort of combines qualitative analysis into quantitative analysis. It tries to do that various things.
Do you do CP, competitive programming, or DSA questions?
Okay, I started in last semester, but like I did a lot of new things in my last semester, um, and it impacted my grades a bit. Now I think I had thought to focus more on academics for this semester, and I sort of hauled it a bit. I did like near graphs and trees, and I just stopped it. And I'm planning to continue it next semester after my CGPA improves a bit.
So won't getting selected in quant team hamper your acats?
Um, like for the next semester, there isn't much of this semester left right now, and we'll get a bunch of pretty good holidays for the exams as well. Now, for the next semester, we from civil engineering we have a lot of labs and not many theoretical courses. So labs put a burden upon you every day, but it sort of feels less weighed down throughout the days. But suppose uh, labs are not very like it doesn't put a lot of pressure upon you for like quizzes and etc. With
But
quizzes and
labs
some
are more hectic, right? Because you have to make a report after the lab and 3 hours lab. For a course project, it's just doesn't matter if you attend classes or not. You just have to study one day before the exam and you get
we
passed.
have attendance in our classes as well.
Okay, but still, labs are generally considered more hectic than a course.
Yeah, but depends upon whether you are trying to mention the strain upon your body or the strain while you feel while after working a lot of time duty, and then you get back to your room studying about the quizzes or studying for the lab. So I choose studying for the lab over the quiz because it won't put a lot of pressure on my mind, on my body later on, but I don't think I think it would be easier for me that semester.
Do you want to try a DSA question?
Sure, we want
Do you know dynamic programming?
started, but I couldn't complete.
Okay, just see if you can uh, solve this.
Can't you do this through recursion?
Okay, so explain your approach.
No, through recursion.
Mm-hmm. Recursion.
So it's like this is a problem really similar to um, not really similar, quite similar to like walking up the stairs one step or two steps. Like uh, it instead of s- recursive function adding two, 3 coins, rather you could start from the desired sum and you could subtract it by 2, 3, and 5 through various recursions. And you could eliminate your call if it goes below 0. You just have to keep summing up the numbers.
Makes sense. So like f of 9 will be f of 9 minus 2 plus f of
Uh-huh.
9 minus 3 plus f of 9 minus 5. And
Mhm.
similarly, all the way down. And if
You
f
could
of
store out
x,
the vector while summing up like 2 plus 2. How they've displayed it there.
yeah, go on. Go on. You were saying something.
Right, it's nothing. I thought we had to display what order we have chosen our points, etc. But there's just the output, just one input needs to be updated.
Do you want to try the second part, coin combinations too?
Mm, mm, mhm. And you impose a condition here such that the next numbers are greater than equal to the numbers before them. Is that a way to eliminate the repetitive cases?
I don't think that way.
Mm.
Or just write a recursive expression for this, and we will see if it.
Yeah, I can't figure it out.
Okay. No, no, no
See this
issues.
whatever.
Yeah. Um, okay, let's try a probability question.
I don't think so. No, I'm not sure if there's something else involved in this, but from what I can think, in the first case, after you've shot a blank shot, you could kill 2 out of 5 cases, and in the second case, 2 out of 6. So is the answer no?
I didn't get your thought process. Can you repeat what you understand by the question?
When you have loaded 2 guns into the barrel and you fired a shot.
So a barrel has six bullets, right?
Mm,
And there are two bullets which are consecutive. So let's say uh, the barrel's bullets are numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1 and 2 have the bullets, and 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6 are empty.
mm.
So now
Now,
the barrel is rolled randomly.
mhm,
So it will stop at let's say 4. It stops at 4, and the gun is fired. So no bullet is shot. So now does the rolling, if I roll again, it increases its probability of firing, or if I just shoot again and I'll get a 5. So that increases the probability of firing. Are you clear with the question?
Uh, clear, but I don't think shuffling would increase the probability.
Okay,
I mean,
why?
you're just aren't you just starting over again in the previous case?
Not really, right? Because uh,
Because you've already fired.
yeah, because you have already fired, and when you will shuffle, you can get to both. You can land on to one and to both. But if
Mhm,
you don't shuffle, you can only land to two because
mhm,
it can't happen that you shot the bullet
mhm.
and you still land at one, right? Are you able to understand what I'm saying?
What do you mean by one and two?
I'll just share my. So let's say this is the barrel, right?
Mhm,
So if you shuffle, then you can land on any of these.
mhm,
But provided that the previous shot did not resulted in a bullet, you can in the next shot you can only go to this.
mhm,
So this probability of getting this bullet is zero.
mhm. Okay.
So yes, increase like shuffling will increase the probability of firing.
All right.
Okay, Shreyansh, so I think that's it. That's all what I wanted to ask. That's it for the interview. Okay, first up.